Welcome back to Insibook. Today, we're jumping on The Energy Bus by Jon Gordon, a powerful ride through 10 life-changing rules for staying positive, overcoming challenges, and fueling your life with unstoppable energy. If you're ready to turn negativity into motivation and drive your life toward success, stick around. This journey is worth every stop. Imagine your life as a journey. You are the driver of your own bus, and every day you get behind the wheel, deciding where you're going and what kind of ride it's going to be. This isn't just a whimsical thought. It's the central idea that unfolds as you step onto the energy bus. You start this journey feeling a bit stuck, maybe even like your bus has broken down. Perhaps you're feeling drained, pessimistic, lost in the daily grind, unsure of your direction, or simply navigating through fogged-up windows. You might find yourself surrounded by people who seem to drain your energy, constantly complaining or focusing on the negative. The energy vampires who hop on board uninvited and make the ride miserable for everyone. Your own attitude might be reflecting this gloom, creating a cycle of negativity that affects not just you, but everyone around you. It feels like you're just going through the motions, stuck in traffic, unable to find the open road or the fuel needed to keep moving forward with enthusiasm and purpose. The destination seems unclear, the engine sputtering, and the passengers, your family, colleagues, friends, are feeling the ride is less than inspiring. Then, quite unexpectedly, you encounter someone who embodies a different way. You meet George, the driver of the legendary energy bus. He's not a guru in a distant tower, but someone accessible, perhaps a seemingly ordinary person you meet by chance when your own metaphorical vehicle stalls. Maybe it's during a moment of frustration when your car breaks down on the side of the road, forcing you to pause and reflect. George pulls up, and his bus isn't just a mode of transport. It radiates positivity, energy, and a sense of clear direction. He welcomes you aboard, not just as a passenger, but as someone who has the potential to become a driver, or at least a positive force on the journey. George embodies the very essence of positive energy, and through his actions, words, and the vibrant atmosphere on his bus, he begins to reveal the principles that power his ride, principles that can transform your own journey. He shares that the key isn't about avoiding difficulties, but about choosing how you respond to them, how you fuel your own spirit, and how you influence the energy of those traveling with you. This isn't about pretending problems don't exist. It's about cultivating an unwavering belief in your ability to navigate them and maintain a high-energy, positive outlook. The journey with George isn't instantaneous magic. It's a process of learning and applying fundamental rules, 10 core principles that form the blueprint for driving your own energy bus. The first and most crucial rule is simple, yet profound. Your bus, your ride. This means taking absolute ownership of your life, your attitude, and your energy. You are the driver. No one else can steer your bus for you. Blaming external circumstances or other people for your feelings or the state of your ride is a dead end. Recognizing this ownership is the first step towards reclaiming your power. It's about understanding that while you can't always control what happens to you, you have absolute control over how you respond and the energy you bring to the situation. This foundational principle empowers you to stop being a victim of circumstance and start being the architect of your experience. Once you embrace ownership, the next step is to fuel your ride with positive vision. Just as a bus needs fuel to run, your life needs a powerful vision to guide it. This vision is your destination, your why. George shares his vision: to create a positive force, to bring joy and energy to everyone he encounters. Without a clear destination, you're likely to wander aimlessly, getting lost or running out of energy quickly. This vision provides direction, motivation, and the unwavering focus needed to overcome obstacles. It's about painting a clear picture of where you want to go and what you want to achieve, focusing on the possibilities rather than the limitations. This positive vision acts as the high-octane fuel that keeps your bus moving forward, especially when the road gets tough. It's the lighthouse guiding you through storms, the unwavering belief in a brighter future that pulls you ahead. Following closely is the principle to drive with purpose. Having a vision is essential, but purpose is what activates it. It's about understanding why you're on this journey and ensuring your daily actions align with that purpose. George drives his bus with a deep sense of purpose, to make a difference, to share positivity. When you drive with purpose, every decision, every interaction becomes meaningful. You're not just going through the motions, You're actively moving towards something that matters. This purpose infuses your actions with energy and resilience. It transforms mundane tasks into opportunities to express your commitment and passion. Purpose becomes the engine, converting the fuel of your vision into forward momentum, ensuring that your ride is not just happening, but is intentionally directed. Life inevitably throws curveballs, challenges, and setbacks. This is where invite grit on board becomes critical. Grit is the unwavering commitment to your vision, the perseverance to keep going despite difficulties. The passengers on George's bus, and George himself, demonstrate resilience. They don't crumble when faced with adversity. They dig deep, find the strength to push through, and learn from the experience. Grit isn't about being tough or emotionless. It's about maintaining your commitment to your goals and vision even when it's hard. It's the refusal to give up when faced with obstacles, the ability to bounce back from failure, and the dedication to keep moving forward, one step at a time. Cultivating grit ensures that your bus doesn't stall when the terrain becomes rough. Instead, you shift into a lower gear and keep climbing. A significant part of maintaining positive energy involves managing the negative influences, both internal and external. This leads to the rule: don't foster toxic emotions. George makes it clear that negativity, complaining, resentment, and blame are like toxic waste that can pollute your bus and poison your passengers. Energy vampires, people who constantly drain positivity, need to be managed. This doesn't necessarily mean cutting people off entirely, but rather setting boundaries and protecting your own energy. It also means consciously choosing not to dwell on negative emotions yourself. When challenges arise, instead of getting stuck in anger or frustration, you learn to process those feelings, learn the lesson, and then let them go, preventing them from taking over your ride. It's about recognizing these toxic emotions, choosing not to feed them, and finding constructive ways to deal with them so they don't derail your journey. The dynamics on George's bus highlight another powerful principle: fuel your passengers and passengers fuel you. This is about recognizing that the energy you share with others is reciprocal. By serving, encouraging, and uplifting the people on your bus, your team, your family, your community, you create a positive feedback loop. George actively engages with his passengers, learning their names, understanding their needs, and offering support. When you focus on bringing out the best in others, you, in turn, receive their best. This creates a synergistic effect, amplifying the positive energy for everyone involved. It transforms the bus from a collection of individuals into a cohesive, supportive team united by a shared positive journey. Investing in others' success and well-being becomes a primary source of your own energy and fulfillment. Vision and purpose need action to become reality. That's why chase your vision with positive action is essential. George doesn't just talk about his vision, he actively works towards it every day. He consistently takes steps, big and small, to keep his bus moving in the right direction. This rule emphasizes the importance of momentum. Positive action builds confidence, creates results, and reinforces your positive mindset. It's about translating your vision and purpose into concrete steps, tackling challenges head-on, and making progress consistently. Complacency and inaction are energy drains. By actively pursuing your goals with enthusiasm and a positive attitude, you generate the energy needed to overcome inertia and create meaningful movement in your life and work. Another common pitfall that saps energy is the tendency to blame others when things go wrong. The Energy Bus philosophy counters this with ride above the blame game. Blaming others, your boss, colleagues, circumstances, is a way of giving away your power and avoiding responsibility. George teaches that true leaders and positive drivers focus on solutions, not blame. When something goes wrong on the bus, George looks for what can be done differently next time, rather than pointing fingers. This approach fosters accountability and encourages a problem-solving mindset. By rising above the blame game, you maintain control over your emotional state and focus your energy on constructive actions that move you forward, rather than getting bogged down in unproductive resentment. The overall presence and impact of George and his bus stem from show up with invigorating energy. This goes beyond just being awake. It's about bringing enthusiasm, passion, and a positive spirit to everything you do. Your energy is contagious. When you approach your day, your work, and your relationships with genuine enthusiasm, you inspire others and create a more vibrant environment. George's consistent, high-level energy is palpable. It's about making a conscious choice to bring your best self to the wheel every day, ready to engage, contribute, and uplift. This invigorating energy isn't about being loud or fake. It's about authenticity, passion, and a deep-seated belief in the positive direction you are heading. It's the spark that ignites the enthusiasm of everyone on board. Finally, amidst all the driving, navigating, and fueling, remember the ultimate goal. Enjoy your ride. Life and work can be demanding, but it's crucial to find joy in the journey itself. George clearly loves driving his bus and interacting with his passengers. He celebrates the small wins, appreciates the present moment, and finds fulfillment in the process. This rule reminds you to savor the experiences, appreciate the progress you're making, and celebrate the people who are part of your journey. Without enjoying the ride, even reaching your destination can feel hollow. Cultivating gratitude and finding joy in the everyday moments makes the entire experience richer and more sustainable. It's about balancing the drive towards your vision with the appreciation for where you are right now. As you internalize these 10 rules, you witness a profound transformation in the story's protagonist, Tom. Initially skeptical and burdened by his negative outlook, Tom gradually embraces George's teachings. He starts small, applying the principles in his interactions at work. He shifts his focus from complaining about his job's challenges to identifying opportunities for positive impact. He begins to see his colleagues not as obstacles, but as potential passengers who need encouragement and support. He consciously chooses to reframe negative situations, replacing frustration with a problem-solving mindset. He starts sharing his own vision, even if it's just a small step towards rediscovering his passion. He practices gratitude, acknowledges the contributions of others, and makes an effort to bring more positive energy to his team meetings. This transformation isn't about overnight success. It's about consistent effort, small shifts in perspective, and the courage to apply these principles even when it feels difficult. He learns to handle challenging personalities by setting boundaries and refusing to let their negativity hijack his own energy. He starts celebrating small team victories, fostering a more positive and productive environment. His renewed energy becomes infectious, influencing his team and leading to tangible improvements in their performance and morale. The metaphor of the bus becomes increasingly relevant as you see how these principles apply not just to individual lives, but to teams, organizations, families, and any group working towards a common goal. Your work team is a bus. Your family is a bus. Your community group is a bus. You are the driver, or perhaps you share the driving responsibilities. The energy you bring, the vision you share, the purpose you drive with, the grit you demonstrate, how you manage negativity, how you serve your passengers, the actions you take, your willingness to avoid blame, the enthusiasm you show, and your ability to enjoy the ride, all these elements shape the experience for everyone involved. If the driver is negative, lacks vision, blames others, or fosters toxicity, the entire bus suffers. Conversely, a positive, purposeful, resilient, and encouraging driver can transform a struggling group into a high-performing, energized team. Ultimately, the message resonates deeply. You possess the power to change the energy of your own life and influence the energy of those around you. The Energy Bus philosophy is a practical guide to becoming that positive force. It's an invitation to get behind the wheel of your life with intention and enthusiasm. It encourages you to fuel your journey with a clear vision and purpose, to navigate challenges with grit and resilience, to protect your energy from negativity, and to uplift those traveling with you. It's about taking responsibility, acting decisively, and finding joy in the process. By embracing these principles, you can transform your ride from a sluggish, draining commute into an energizing, fulfilling adventure, reaching destinations you once only dreamed of, surrounded by passengers who are inspired by the journey you're creating. Get on your bus, fuel it up, drive with purpose, share your energy, and enjoy the ride of your life.